everyone, this is Miss Medine, and I am going to walk you through how to put together your outline. You should be ready for this stage now that you have your thesis, your claims, and all of your awesome sources that you found in our annotated bibliography. So go ahead and open a document. I call this Outline for English 1022, so call it something you know you're going to be able to find later. We're going to be working on using this for a little bit, and then you're going to add your information. So just go ahead and write your name, my name. Notice it's already double spaced. Add the block, and you can add the date it's due, which is the 6th of March, 2023. And then you can just call this outline. We're going to center that. And then go ahead and add your page numbers. And so that should be in insert, page numbers. This first one, make sure it's the same size and font as you've been using. Times New Roman, size 12. Add your last name. All right, now we're ready to actually start outlining. So I find that this works the best, these numbers right here. You can do that by either using a Roman numeral number 1, which is also a capital I, or you can come right over here and just pick this one, which has the 1 and the AB and the 1 right there. Great. Now we're going to carry over our thesis statement. You can just copy and paste. Copy, paste without formatting is often helpful here, because then you aren't going to have a bunch of different fonts and sizes. And then we're going to do A underneath that. A, B, C, if you have a third claim, those are going to be our claims. So you can do that by just pressing tab. Notice that if I press enter, it makes a 2. Tab will move it over, or you can use these to move them over. And so go ahead and grab your claims that you should have written down somewhere, or type them out if you hand wrote them. And you need at least 2 claims, but you might have 3. 2 or 3 is perfect. 4, you can probably work with 4, but we're going to probably get pretty long as far as your paper goes, and you'll see why in a minute. And maybe if you're like, I have 7 claims, maybe in the next step you can see how you can make those a little bit less long. Okay. Think about also your order, like do you want to start with some specific claims and with other ones? And then what we're going to do is we're going to split up our claims into multiple parts. So conditions of employment affect workers' mental health. How can I split that up? I'm going to go and tab over, or again, use these buttons right here to make it go to a 1. And my first section that's underneath that part is that employment in a low-skilled position is highly correlated with dangerous levels of stress. And then my second point underneath that would be something like stress is highly correlated with mental health issues. I just noticed I used correlated twice. I might change that up when I actually use these, because these might end up being my actual topic sentences. So this would be one paragraph. This would be a second paragraph. Once you have your paragraphs and you know what your topic sentences are, then you can start pulling in quotes and paraphrases. I recommend trying to pull in quotes and paraphrases from different sources. So like these aren't hopefully all the same source. These are maybe from one and maybe another source. If you have a third quote, that's great. Add that. Probably more than 3 is going to be way too long. So we want 2 to 3 pieces of evidence, hopefully from different source citations. And then you're going to cite that with the last name of the author, if you have one. If you don't have one, there's another thing you'll do, which I'll show you in a second. All right, once you've done all of that, you will have a finished product with your thesis at the top. That's part 1. And then your claims A, B, and maybe C. And then underneath those claims, you have your topic sentences, kind of splitting that up further for your body paragraphs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So somewhere around 1 or 2, 3. This would be a really long paragraph or paper here, because if these are all body paragraphs, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 body paragraphs, and that's a lot. So if you have 2 claims and around 5 body paragraphs, that's perfect. If you have 3 claims, maybe you're just going to have 2 body paragraphs each, and it's 6. I would say 5 or 6 body paragraphs right now is perfect. 8 you can do, but again, that's more than I think you probably need. So we're working towards splitting up those claims into multiple sections. And then when you're done, you will include your works cited. And your works cited is basically already done for you. You're just going to get rid of the annotations, copy over just the actual source citations, and add those to the end. And I just grabbed this works cited from somewhere else to show you what it would look like. And then making sure that your citations up here match up here. So whatever you have for citation in the parentheses should be the last name of the author. And it's always the first author listed. So if, like in this case, there's 2 authors, you would just use Harris. If there were 3 or more authors, like et al. Right there, you would just use Milken. So either way, you're just going to use the authors that you have. All right, go ahead and check those things out. I'm going to post this final kind of what this will look like at the end onto our website that you can use to help you kind of navigate and use this as a sample. Shoot me an email if you guys have any questions. These are due on Monday, the 6th.